Everybody, good evening. It's Thursday, the 26th, 2020. Uh, Once again, we're going to give you highlights of the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF, and how it's gone in the last 20 days to where we're at today, and give you the highlights of the day. I am here with my son, Andre. My wife is not going to make it tonight, so we'll just do a quick
She's smarter than me.
Yeah, we'll do a quick video of the highlights today. Anyway, just disclaimer: I am nobody. I am not a trader. I know nothing, and I give no suggestions to nobody about making any kind of
Profit.
any kind of.
I mean, you can tell him what to trade.
No, we
it
can't
just
tell them.
doesn't guarantee a profit.
No, it just does. We know nothing. Okay, just disclaimer:
Well,
I am
what's
not
with-
giving
what's with the
anybody
we?
anything. Okay, I am not giving anybody any information on what to do with their money.
Okay,
I
so we're
know
starting
nothing.
off here with the
All right,
20-day.
So this is the 20-day, yeah, Anj. So as you can see, we have been on a downward trend up until Monday, where we have taken a good turnaround, and we are now in this upward trend. It has broken the first downward trend that we had, this line here, and we are working our way towards the second resistance trend line, which comes all the way from the top. The 340, I think, is where we were at. Anyway, I want to show everybody the lines. You see the dotted dash lines? These are the highs or resistance points that happened before in the past, and a couple support lines that happened just recently. So these are just reference points to where the support and resistance might be, right? So let's take it to the 10-day, and we'll see what that looks like. So the 10-day, well, that's not 10 days, but that's 10 days. Anyway, so now you can just zoomed in on the
Start to really see the upward trend here.
Yep, start to see the upward trend, exactly, son. And right here you can see that the upward trend, the green line has been above the red line quite a bit longer than in the past, and also the trend line has been following through with the green line support. And today was quite a big spike in the green, in the buyers today, don't you think? This is 9:30 today.
I'd say so.
So on the 10-day, so it looks, before, when it started today, it looked like it was going to be a good bullish day. And on the 5-day, 15-minute, same thing. We started out very bullish. Trend line was following through big time, right? So if this was the first trade, looks like, of the day,
Right as the market opened.
Right as if you would have gotten on today in the beginning, right as the market opened, you could have just rode it up to noontime, 9:30 to noon. It was nothing but bulls on parade.
Wow. Why didn't you make that trade?
Easy peasy. I was out this morning. I was helping mom, so I did not watch the market today. I'm sorry. That was your job, Andre. Wake up and watch the market while I'm not here.
I've got better plans.
Yeah. All right. So
we'll
go to the 1 day, 1 minute, and we'll give the highlights while we still have time. So let's see here. Where are we at?
Coming a bit out there. This is 9 o'clock right here.
This is overnight. Oh, we'll get to the day. Here's the daily. Right here. This is the daily. Let's zoom in.
No.
Yeah, this is the daily. This is Thursday.
Oh.
Hold on. No. I went back too far.
There's Thursday.
Right, here's Thursday. Okay. Here's Thursday, and
there's 9 o'clock.
Okay.
There's
9 o'clock. This is our day. Yeah.
Right
as
there.
Soon as the market opened, 9:30, bam. Look at all this volume right away, right into buying. And it was, now this yellow line I put, this is the This is the daily trend line, upward trend line, that it just works on market hours. This red line is the trend line that is just doing this is marking the after hours, the overnight also. So, yeah, so we drew that trend line, and right away, man, it jumped up. So that was the first trade for sure. And if you would have, I picked the 270 call for today because well, that was I wasn't willing to risk a lot of money, which all the options were in very you wanted a lot of money in the beginning of the day. So options expiring tomorrow. I usually go with options that expire either in 1 or 2 days because I'm a day trader. I'm not planning on holding it for very long, so I'm looking to buy low and sell high, or sell as far as the options go. So anyway, Thursday 9:30. It really didn't move much. Went from 50 cents by noontime. It was at $1.25, $1.50. So, but this is also the 270 call. Like I said, it was within my price range, but that's not bad. I mean, it did go. I mean, it just kept on going solidly up, but it didn't move very much. After 12 o'clock, it was nowhere. It was going nowhere, and yeah, so that wasn't quite what I would
Of
have
course.
expected. Yeah, maybe there is another option that we see that could be that would have been a little bit better. Let me see. This is expires in 1 day, so we could have done maybe.
So how do you choose what option?
Well, we started off today. What was today's low? Um, today's low was today's open was 249, 250, 249.50. And so I choose options that I think is relative. Let's say 10 points out. I mean 252. So 10 points out would be 262. Sometimes that's how I choose the options, but sometimes they're too expensive, and I'm like, I'm not willing to pay $4 or something for the option. I can make better. Uh, that's a lot of money to risk on an option. Oh, come on. So I made the 262. That probably would have been a better option to look at than the 270.
Still $4.10 there.
Let's look at the. Yeah, the low of the day was 148, and the high
It was 513.
was 513. So at 9:30, if you would have bought that option at 9:30 a.m. Thursday, 9:30.
Yeah. It went up
9:45,
there.
9:30. Yep. I mean, it did a double bottom right here, $1.50. But yeah, you're right. It went all the way up to $4.
It dipped a little bit, but it stayed in that area for a while.
Yep. 513 was the high, but that was the spike at the end of the day. But for the most part, it did. It went up to $4 and stayed there.
Should we talk about the spike at the end of the day?
All right, let's do that. Let's go back to the SPY. So anyway, that was the first. Either one of those trades could have made you money, but definitely did. The option at the beginning of the day was to 262. I mean, so anyway, for the rest of the day, it pretty much traded sideways. It came into a squeeze here. Where's my squeeze? This is Thursday.
No, that's it.
This is Thursday. Yeah, somewhere it came into a squeeze. Where was it? I think this was. Let's see if I see the squeeze. No, I don't see it.
This is
that was the
right
squeeze.
here.
This is Thursday. Yeah. All right. So I don't see the squeeze, but I thought it came into a squeeze, but it doesn't look like it. So anyway, that first trade afternoon, afternoon time, it went sideways for quite a bit. It looked like it. Oh, I see. What happened was it came up to the 259 level and just kept hitting 259 and hitting it and kept coming down, hitting it, kept coming down. Then after the trend line was broken for the day, well, it made bigger ups and downs
Got a
until
nice drop at 1 o'clock though.
at one point, yeah, 1 o'clock, it definitely broke the value area here for those couple hours and came down at 1:30. It came down and it bottomed out right there at 255. I don't have a price line there, but one definitely was at another squeeze here where consolidation, and then
It went back up to the.
did nothing for the rest of the day. No, I mean, this was maybe that could have been a trade, but still, it happened so fast. You were done. You couldn't make a trade. And this one at the end of the
Seconds
day,
before, minutes before.
5 minutes before it closed, it spiked. Look at this, and I was just right here. I was thinking, 70 cents. This option was the 270 option was for 70 cents, and I'm like, maybe I should just buy a lottery ticket for tomorrow, and then as I was thinking that, bam, it just spiked up in like 2 seconds, and that was it, man. I mean, I tried to get into it right here, but it was done. I mean, by the time I was putting my bid order in, it was done, and there was 3 more minutes left of the market, and I was like, I'm not making that bet, not with 5 minutes left, less than 5 minutes left. Yeah, so the 270 at the end of the day, yeah, that's it right there. I was looking at it. I'm like, oh yeah, 70 cents. That's what the hell? Why as well? And that was it. That was it, man. It spiked up. There was no warning that it was going to do anything like that. There was no news that said, this was why we're spiking up, other than the fact that we've been up for the last all week, And but yeah, it was too late to get in. Anyway,
you can see here, this is the highest this ever been too. It's really matching the top.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming, according to the options chart right here. I mean, yeah, not even, and it spiked up so fast that the trend line didn't even have time to go anywhere. So that was a fast trade. That was a fast move trade. So anyway, the the options or the SPY looks pretty healthy for tomorrow. I think it right now, the overnight, it says we're at the 257, and the 257
drop back down to around 250.
Yeah, 257 is right where it was at before the spike. So 257 seems to be a support line. It seems to be a support line now that we're having after it broke that trend line to the downside from the 3 o'clock or the 1 o'clock hour. So yeah. So anyway, for tomorrow, I mean, we should have a good day tomorrow up until the end of the day, probably, when everybody says, I'm not sticking around for the weekend. I mean, that's my assumption, but I mean, we're coming up on that daily trend line, and then the overnight trend line is here.
It's a lot of lines.
Well, these are trend lines, okay, and these are price points. These price points are just saying. I mean, look, I put them there just to let me know that, there was bull and bear battle right there, and then it was just a snooze fest the rest of the day. So tomorrow, I mean, if it holds this trend line, if it holds either one of these trend lines by tomorrow morning, we should have a positive day. And our next follow through, our next resistance, all right, and time is running out. Okay, our next resistance point is, I think right here. Is it the 2.8? Oh, okay, here. Right here's the resistance points right here. Where we started this. Yeah. It is let me see here. Where is that?
I'm afraid that's all the time we got for today.
Oh, okay. All right, that's all the time we have for today. We will talk about the trades that happen tomorrow night, and we'll get a video out to you guys. And
Yep. Thank you for watching.
Happy Friday tomorrow. Thank you for watching.